What is cracking? YouTube's back at it again with another video slash rant. And today's topic is going to be avoiding cheap thrills and being self conscious of instant gratification. I know that's kind of like a hot button topic these days, considering so many people talk about instant gratification, but it's almost in every aspect of our modern daily life, whether it's driving real quick through fast food drive through to get a meal instead of cooking it, whether it's this little toxic device right here, social media, TikTok, short form content, dating sites like Tinder, whatever, right? I mean, you're just getting constantly bombarded from every direction, and that's not even your typical instant gratification vices, right? You got your vaping, your THC consumption in a vape as well. It's like you don't even have to roll a J anymore, right? It's just there for you automatically. I mean, there's just so many different aspects, and a lot of people don't realize that not only does this have psychological impacts on your outcome as a human being on this planet, but it also has health impacts. It has your interpersonal relationships have impacts from this. I mean, the list goes on and on, even your bank account, right? What happens when you're, something like Amazon, super duper easy to just order things like nonstop, right? It's so easy. It just comes right to your doorstep. No parking, no traffic, no going to the store, no dealing with lines, no checkout. It just tap a few buttons and it's there in 2 days, right? So it's probably one of the what is it? The like a sleeping giant, but it's something that's having a lot of impact on a lot of people's psychology, right? 57% of Americans have $1,000 or less in their savings account. Another 39% don't have any savings, right? You got like 50% divorce rate. You got like a increasing obesity rate. I mean, the effects of instant gratification are all throughout society, right? I mean, it's very easy to point them out. And in this day and age, if you're not aware of those things and you're not able to control yourself, you would be surprised how fast you are spiraling around that toilet bowl. You're about to get shot off to the freaking into the sewer. I mean, I know it sounds hyperbolic, but it's not really, right? You can easily destroy yourself with self gratification, and the problem is it's training your brain to like it and enjoy it. And next thing you know, it's a snowball effect from all different directions, right? What can you do to really stop, indulging in all this instant gratification all around us? And obviously, it sounds very trivial, but it is delayed gratification, right? When you look into the neuroscience, delaying gratification, withholding dopaminergic reward or rewarding yourself on a consistent basis, basically being like inconsistent, randomized, and doing it strategically after you have achieved something, is actually really, really good for your dopaminergic health and those receptors and your motivation and willpower over time. And kind of, touching back on my previous video on that anterior mid-singular cortex, right? It's that area of the brain that increases in size when you do hard things that you don't want to do. And then if you actually reward yourself properly, you're giving yourself even more fuel for the future, right? And I mean, at the end of the day, how long can you have discipline on a timeline? And that is going to determine how successful you are, right? If you can't even wait 30 seconds to check your phone, do you really think you're going to wait, a month to lose 5 pounds, or maybe a year to lose 25 pounds? I mean, you can't even stop looking at your phone for 30 seconds. I mean, put the damn thing down and pay attention to the real world, right? And even on the creative front in your work and in your career, it's pretty well known that your brain almost needs a little bit of boredom to be more creative, right? And it's like if you're constantly being overstimulated, I mean, and then this even goes into the aspect of constant stimulation, your eye getting stimulated at night from all the screens around you, and now your sleep is being impacted because when you should be going to sleep, you're consuming mindless, pointless content, just doom scrolling on whatever, social media platform you enjoy the most. And it's like you should be resting and recovering your brain and getting good sleep so your hormone levels are on point, your energy's on point, your body's resting and recovering, your physical health. But nope, you're on your phone, instant gratification, staying up 2 hours extra, before you have work the next day, you have to get up early and you're just goofing off. And then you compound that over 20 days in a month or even 20 days in 3 months, then you wonder why maybe you don't feel that great. Maybe your mental health is being impacted. I mean, the devil is in the details. And one of the biggest details that people are overlooking is this goddamn instant gratification. I mean, it's so pervasive. It's just disgusting. I mean, even I don't even live in a freaking huge city, but I mean, when I'm just walking around doing stuff, I mean, I just see it everywhere. Phone addictions are just like through the roof, right? And that's only one type. And it's the most inconspicuous because people don't even realize it, right? So I mean, it's even something I'm working on myself. To be honest with you guys, it's tough, but the first step is awareness and taking action to get out of those patterns and start setting mini goals for yourself and get there, right? I know for me, having delayed gratification, even with food and things that I want to do, like obviously I have things I want to do that maybe aren't the most you know great for my success, like oh, here we go, phone call. Like video games, or maybe I like to go enjoy a freaking nice dessert after I've been dieting for a few weeks or something. I mean, even simple things like that can really reprogram the way your brain is working, and just get you on a better path. And obviously it's just so in like it's everything, right? It's people underlook the small things, right? It goes a long way. So if you guys have any comments, any input on the topic, I would love to hear you guys' opinion. Forget to mention the other huge instant gratification that you can search for on your device at any moment, get anything you ever wanted. You guys know where I'm going with this. There's a lot of you out there that probably watching it every single day. I won't tell, but you got to cut that shit out. It's killing you inside and you don't even know it. But, in conclusion, if you guys have any comments, any suggestions, I would love to hear your feedback. Drop them in the comments. Give me a like, give me a follow, or a subscribe, whatever you guys want. And I'll be bringing you guys some more content coming up soon. Thank you.